Hey everyone, how are you? Happy Tuesday? Monday? Whatever, who cares? It's all the same day. SSDD, you know what I mean. Um, I was supposed to be out of the hospital by now, and that didn't quite work out for me. I woke up at 4 feeling resilient and rested and happy for the first time since I've been told, the leukemia was gone. Um, or like I said, no evidence of disease, but that's kind of the same thing. And then I went out in the hallway and talked to my nurses and rapped with them for a while, like I always do. And they decided to go ahead and they got my blood, came back, low blood red cells, low white blood cells. So I had to have transfusions. So there went today. They're not gonna. I don't think they're going to turn me loose. As far away as I live from the hospital, not being sure that I'm up to par, which I don't even know where I'm at right now since they gave me the platelets. But let's hope I'm better off than I was. But main thing I'm having trouble with now is my legs and the breakout I'm having on them. We don't know where that's coming from. Doesn't sound as good as I had originally thought. So they just hurt for no reason. But anyway, I'm fine. I can walk, and so, you know, I may have legs that hurt, but they walk. I may have hands that hurt, but they can type and they can talk while I talk and things like that. So I still got it good, especially compared to so many in here. Um, Poor Lee, I think he's moved his address to here, and I think I have too. I think this is my permanent home is Little Rock, Arkansas. Lord help me. Nothing wrong with Little Rock. Like I say, I wish we'd have moved here, but, well, we didn't know what we know now. But just wanted to say that coming home today is not an option. I do apologize about my phone going out. I'm the one who actually fixed it. Lee was going to take it to T-Mobile, and there's no telling what they would have done with it, no telling what they would have charged. But I just decided to use my noggin, and I do still have one. It's just bald. And I used my noggin and figured out my phone and got it working again just fine, so that's good. And what brought on the song about those were the days, my friend, Gwen and I were talking about, or maybe not talking, maybe we were commiserating about our days of yore when we used to have so much fun, did so many fun things. Steve and Lee and Gwen and I, no 4 people ever had so much fun in their life, I don't believe. And it was a fabulous time that I wouldn't take anything for. I'd redo it all over again if I could. I don't know that I'm ever going to get back there or that she's going to get back there, but we're going to try. You can't quit. You can't sit down. And the one thing I've learned from this little experience of not getting to go home was that, you can pretend all you want, but certain things are just going to happen to your body when you get older. Diseases, more sicknesses, family sicknesses, things like that normal people help their family with, abnormal people don't. But, we're each other's family, and that's how it is for now. And that's how I'm fine with it being. But anyway, we've had some really interesting stories happen to us since being up here this time. It's like Little Rock on drugs or something. It's very different this time. And I don't know what's going on. I know class is in, but still, really. I mean, the students here make Louisiana students look full of pride and like they got some sense. I'm not sure what they got in Little Rock, except rocks. But anyway, we do swear one day we're going to get back to where we were with with not quite so entertaining pictures, or at least the ones she better keep on her darn phone this time and not blast them on Facebook. But we had some cute pictures that we like to look back at and think about and wish we could do it all over again. So, you know, they say don't live your life wishing you could repeat it. You live your life living your dreams. Well, sometimes that doesn't work out that way, but when it can, don't live your life living in the past, because the past doesn't really mean much. It's already been lived, it's already been done, and you can't change anything. Even if you wouldn't change a thing. There's nothing you could do even if you would, because it is what it is, and now we move forward with the future that we know we have, and you go forward with that. Anyway, I was so encouraged this morning when there was so many people at my door waiting for me to get up. They know I get up early. And I don't know if they were ready to run me off or if they were really excited to see me, because it was supposed to be my last day here. Nobody knew what was about to happen. And there were so many people waiting, lined up at my door for me to come out and say, "Happy last day, Miss Donna." And they were just so sweet, and they had my coffee poured and everything. I mean, they had all kinds of stuff done for me. I'm good. And so that was a good nurse checking in on me, being sweet as usual. But anyway, I was amazed at some of the overflow of love I felt from these people up here, and Lee felt it too. And we are truly loved here. I'll say that. We ought to be. We're spending enough money. So anyway, I just wanted to get on and let you know I am here, and I do apologize about the phone freaking out on me. I am so sorry. I know that there was multiple texts coming through, multiple messages coming through, Facebook stuff, and I couldn't get to any of it. I mean, there was just no way. It was like my entire phone was corrupted. And I think it was, but I fixed it. Go me. So maybe I can do that as a career when I get well. But that's not actually going to be what I do. But could be. Figuring that out for myself. So, you know, I'm kind of proud because I didn't look it up. I didn't ask anybody. I just did what seemed right. So I got lucky, very lucky. And I'm very lucky to have all of y'all praying for me and holding me up when I can't hold myself up. I'm very lucky to have a husband who prays for me, and I just want to share a little story. The last time that I came up here, we thought I was going to get to go home sooner than originally planned. Well, that didn't work out. So what Lee had to do was go home, and he went home for a couple of days, washed clothes, took care of the animals, cleaned up their mess that they had made, and things like that. Got all that taken care of. And while he was gone, for some reason, I fainted. You know, I just was walking down the hall and fell over like a rag doll. And I was laying there on the floor thinking, when is somebody going to come find me? 7th floor is one of the busiest floors up here. And yet, I don't see anybody. So I was laying there praying that God would send somebody my way, and he did. But it was just so strange that when Lee got up here, I told him what happened, and he said, that's very odd because, you know, that story in the Bible where Jesus says he felt power leave him, and he asked who touched him. He said, who touched me? Because I felt the power leave my body. And it was a woman with what they refer to in the Bible as a woman with a hemorrhaging issue of blood. Basically, she was having trouble with her cycle. Let's just put it out there for what it is. She was having cycle issues, and So that's what happened. And so she just knew. If she could touch his garment, she didn't need to talk to him. She didn't need to see him face to face. If she could just touch him of his garment, she'd be okay. That's how much she believed. And so he, asked Jesus, he said, just let her touch the hem of your garment and she'll be fine. And at the very same exact moment in space and in time that transcends all understanding, I was praying the same prayer. I was asking God, please just let me touch the hem of your son's garment and I'll be made well. And so that kind of marriage, Lee and I have this up and down kind of thing where we're more like Archie and Edith Bunker, if you remember them. But where it's kind of hard to tell, is this a love or hate relationship? But at the end of the day, it's definitely a love relationship. And, when you can be hours apart and praying the same exact prayer from one another, or praying the same exact prayer, then I don't even know how to talk about what that transcends. But it transcends anything I've ever heard of. I've never heard a story like it. If you got one, I wish you would share it, not necessarily on video, but, however you wish to share it. I love to hear love stories like that, because that is a true love story. That is a true love story between Jesus Christ and you and your spouse. And there is no other love stories like that. In my opinion, if Jesus is not the Lord of your life and the Lord of your marriage, one moment.